All right, welcome back, everybody. Hearing loss is a problem that can affect the whole family, and it can make it difficult to be at work and can create issues in relationships.
That's right. Most people with hearing loss, even significant hearing loss, wait 7 years on average before seeking help. It's true. Dr. Gwen Kandula is a board-certified doctor of audiology with ADVENT. She's here along with Dr. Madan Kandula with more on this common problem and a program that they have to give the gift of hearing to someone this holiday season.
Good morning,
to have you guys here.
Good to be
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is great. Let's talk a little bit about this. This is a program you've been doing for a while. It's called The Gift of Hearing.
We have.
And I joked during the break, you're like the Oprah of hearing. No. You're giving the gift of hearing. You can hear again.
Hello.
Yes, you're giving me ideas here.
I know. That's how you have to let them hear the first time. Oh.
So we started this many years ago as we first started our practice, and it's we're so lucky that we get to see the benefits of better hearing, and we really have hoped we could find a way to help share that with more and more people, because we know it can be a hard thing for some families, especially this time of year during the holidays. So we always try to time it here before the holidays so that people by Christmas time really would be able to have that first Christmas hearing their family better and just having better communication in general.
And how does it work? So people can submit either online or they could write to you. And we're going to share the information in just a second. But they kind of just share a little bit about their story and why either they or someone in their lives needs the gift of hearing.
Absolutely. So this year on our website, we've got an icon and it's called Gift of Hearing. It's a little gift box all wrapped up. And if you press on that, it'll take you to a submission page. So it'll go through just some information about you, and then a spot you could write really your essay or the reasons why you wanted to nominate that person.
I love that.
Yeah.
I think if someone hasn't taken the first step to get help for themselves, it may be difficult as a family member to approach the topic. Do you have ways that you suggest someone start a conversation with someone who might need to check their hearing or look into something like this?
Yeah, you just starting gently usually and be nice about it. I mean, so it's one of those things that, you know, it takes a long time to build up steam, and oftentimes, most of the time, the folks around the person who has the issue are the ones to know first. And so, you know, just because you know first doesn't mean you need to sort of bash somebody over the head with it.
Because it can be frustrating.
It's frustrating.
It is.
I mean, just you know, put yourself in their shoes and, you know, think about how you'd feel. It's a medical issue, and so, you know, you wouldn't bash somebody because they had heart disease. You wouldn't do that. And so it's really trying to figure out how can we get things back up and running, and just figuring out, well, what's an easy way to get help? The easiest thing to do is gently grab somebody by the hand and get a hearing test. It's a medical issue. You can come in. It's a very simple thing to have done. Once we know what's going on, then we can figure out, you know, what can we do about it, and we can almost always, you know, make a pretty drastic difference for folks.
I'm interested to know in your professional experience, because the statistic is always shocking, I think, that people wait on average 7 years, even if they have significant hearing loss, to seek help. Why do you think people wait?
I think because it usually happens so gradually, and you make adjustments as you go on. So I say if that would have happened overnight to somebody, they'd be in our office the next day ready to make that change. But usually it's gradual, and as they adjust, you can get by okay. I guess one of the things, though, that's often missed with hearing loss is that there's so many other medical consequences to that untreated hearing loss. We've got studies now that show by not treating hearing loss, people are more likely to have dementia and Alzheimer's earlier on. You're not keeping your brain as stimulated as it's supposed to be.
Right, because you probably avoid social interaction.
Yeah, and so I think, like Madan said, when you start out talking to somebody, we start gently and say, gosh, I've noticed you're having some trouble. There's a lot more that goes along with it other than just the communication problem. So I think getting that hearing test is really an easy, kind of a non-threatening way to get started.
Well, and I think your whole Gift of Hearing program is so great, because for so many people, they can't afford hearing aids, or if they have a hearing impairment, this is a really nice gift and way to kind of introduce it to them. But I imagine, I mean, you've seen it a million times. My mom has gone to you, but it's a game changer for people when they can hear.
Absolutely.
What kinds of things do you hear from people once they're able to experience life fully?
Usually, why did I wait so long to do this? That's like always the number one thing. Why did I wait so long? And they usually have more energy from not straining so hard, and they just really feel like themselves again.
Right.
I think that's the biggest thing, is just feeling like you're a whole person. And not that hearing loss wouldn't make you that way, but I think when you're missing out on anything, It doesn't feel so
confidence.
Good. Yeah.
And hearing loss sometimes is a part of aging. So I wonder if people are hearing this and wondering, is this program, the Gift of Hearing, just for older people?
Absolutely not. We've worked with people of every age through this program. We've got young moms who've just had babies, teachers, people that are still working, and older people. So it's really been a vast range. We really like the stories of people that are, you know, in the community and are doing good, and we kind of like to pay it forward. And as they can do more good, you know, it just helps build upon that story.
Well, that's great. You guys have, I know, free educational programs that you do that help people become aware of all options available, whether it's hearing, breathing, or sleep related. Here's how you contact Advent. Here's the information for the Gift of Hearing program.
That's right. It has to be submitted by November 30th to Advent. So you can go online to make your submission. It's Advent.md. You could also write to Advent. Attention, the Gift of Hearing at 2885 North Mayfair Road in Wauwatosa, 53222. You can find them at one of their 2 locations and ask about a hearing test. That's often the first step in just figuring out how severe the hearing loss is. They have a location in Wauwatosa on North Mayfair Road, also in Mequon, North Port Washington Road. And again, the website is Advent.md. Great to see you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great program, too.